Hi, it is the human operating system time again. So today I'd like to share with you on mindfulness. This sharing is inspired last night when I chat with a meditation friends who tell me about mindfulness and how mindfulness works. So I decide to share with everybody on the issue what I see there, okay? And before I get into the topic on this mindfulness detail stuff, I'd like to share with you a few ideas and concept or agenda on my agenda so that we all know what is it, okay? Because I want to put everything open under the sun, okay? Now, as in the previous videos, my agenda is simple. If today's educations or today's living is like that, okay, then this part of the education is making a living, okay? That is what usually we do. That's why we want to go to school, universities, make a living, okay? The more we make, the more successful we are. That's the model today. If you can have a private jet, that means you're successful. If you're a CEO, that means you're successful. So everybody is studying whatever can make a good living, okay? And then there's here, which is about entertainment, sport, religion. So this is the model what I see in a really general on what happened to today's educations or how we live, okay? Now, my agenda is I want to bring the human operating system, which exists in the ancient of human civilization, back to become this big part here, to balance out the making money, making a living, which is fulfill the life of human, okay? Sure, the making of a living, a high-tech, and all the materialistic stuff give us convenience. Like today, if we want to go to Asia, from San Francisco, we just buy a plane ticket, we can go there. If we need to talk to somebody, we just get our face, what they call it, the smartphone, and then we can talk face to face to different part of the world. Well, that is very good. That high tech gives us convenience. However, human doesn't just live under convenience. The happiness, the peacefulness has to come from the human operating systems. Because we need to understand, we need to know ourselves, okay? Our mind and body, how we operate it, okay? And that actually get into a point today, okay? Which is I always joking with people. I say that in general, most of us know iOS. No, we know what is iOS, right? The operating system of the iPhone, smartphone, the tablet, okay, the iOS. We know iOS more than HOS, meaning that we know how to operate this more than our own body and mind. And that is trouble, okay? We can have all the iOS here and everything here, really convenient, really good, high quality. There's nothing wrong with it. But unless we have a handle of HOS, we're going to be using our body and mind ineffectively. Okay, so there's number one thing I like to share with you guys before I continue on, because I don't want anybody have a misunderstanding of what I'm presenting. Now, the second thing is, yesterday a friend asked me, so why don't you talk something about the Tibetan Buddhism? Okay, Tibetan Buddhism. So the issue is this: I do not want to talk on things which I don't know. Okay, I study something also which is common with the Chinese Buddhism, which is exists in the Tibetan Buddhism, namely yogacarabumi. The Sastra of Buddhism. Okay, both the Chinese Buddhism and the Tibetan Buddhism study this. Okay, so for me is that I can talk about this because I understand that from the Buddhism point of view. Okay, and in the Tibetan Buddhism I less understand because I don't study it well. Okay, I know certain thing, so I don't want to talk about it, but it doesn't mean that I only focus on the Chinese Buddhism and so forth. No, I am actually based on the teaching of the Buddha. Okay, so in this Buddhism term, I want to make it really clear. I highly respect the monk. It doesn't matter what nationality, Chinese, Tibetan, Indian, American, any Buddhist monk who teach according to Buddha's teaching have my highest respect. Okay, so I want to make it clear this way. Okay, because this is important. Okay, and also I want to share with everybody one thing. What I'm presenting is the HOS, the Human Operating System, and please do not link this to any religion, because this is not religion. It's about human. It's like our, you know, the iPads, iOS. Okay, that's it. So all religions, all the practitioner of the different religions have my respect. Doesn't matter west, east, okay, north, south, everybody. Okay, disregard of races, color of our skin or our nationality. I respect everybody for that, and I respect every religions, and I respect for every practitioners of the religion who contribute positively for the civilizations of human. Okay, so let's get it this way. Okay, now the next thing I like to say is this. I am going to discuss about mindfulness. Okay, and previously I also discussed mindfulness. However, I need to make it clear that, okay, the pioneers who brought the mindfulness concept to the West and now spread around the world, which contribute a lot of positive things to human civilization, always have my highest respect. Okay, there's no question about it, because they contribute really well. They help the human being. Now, whatever I am talking to here is to go to next level based on the Buddha's teaching. Okay, Sutta and Sastra. Okay, so I hope that this is clear, because we need to keep progress further, so that more people can benefit, and it become mindfulness become more and more beneficial to people. As we know, on the other hand, mindfulness has become a term which is used for commercial, okay, a buzzword. You can see all this thing, and then you can read in the business review, they say, well, meditations, mindfulness, meditation business is 1 point something billion now, and then by 2020 it will be 2 billions or something kind of thing. And it is obviously meditation has become a marketing term or buzzword, okay? And those stuff, the buzzword for marketing and so forth, we have to be careful, because those stuff will get one misled. And that's why after I talked to this, we have a conversation, a chat with this friend last night, I decided to share with you today, okay, on this mindfulness thing. But my message is here: please, let's respect and appreciate the pioneers in the West who bring mindfulness to the Western world and then the Asia, okay? We talk technical, we don't attack people, we don't put down people, okay? Okay, so let's start the topic here, okay? Now, put it in the sentence, okay? So this is what I heard last night, okay? If you freeze your screen, you can see that this is what I heard last night. So over here, he said that, over here, okay? He said that with a little bit of mindfulness, when one is angry, such as my chest is buzzing, I'm getting angry, but I'm not necessarily have to act on it. Okay, meaning that if one is angry, with a little bit of mindfulness, okay, even though one feel the chest is buzzing, okay, the chest is buzzing, and one know one is angry, but one not necessarily have to act on it, act on the angry. This sentence, you know, I'm not picking up the sentence, I'm picking up the content, have a very big trouble in that, okay? And let me explain to you why. Again, this is the awareness and the calmness, okay? Now, this is calmness 1, calmness 2, calmness minus 1, calmness minus 2, okay? Now, when one is angry, okay, when one is angry, one need to know what level of angry, okay? What type of calmness one have, and where is the angry exists, okay? It is really important here, okay? In the real life experience, when we are angry, you and me the same, no different. When you start feeling buzzing in the chest, really, you know, like the body get hot, all those kind of stuff, ask ourselves, is it true that, like this here say that I am not necessarily have to act on it? Is that true that I can stop the buzzing of my chest and all this chaotic run around, such as when one get angry, when one is in the -1 calmness range? Can one stop that? We all have the experience. It can. Okay. Why? Because it involves the 4 core elements: the physical, the mind, the breathing, the energy neural. When we feel that buzzing in the chest and heat up in our ear, our face, those things already in action reaction chain there. Okay, so even if we mindful of this, we're gonna lose it. It's real life. Okay, we can do it, you know, like remember last time when you get mad, don't we want to stop that getting mad too, even if we know about it? Okay, we know about we get mad, we our body, even we want it to be not to be there, but our body react. Okay, so mindfulness, even we know we are angry, it's not enough, because this is a thing already going chaotic. Okay, so for example, it's like what? Make an analogy. Okay, make an analogy. You know the Medusa, the myth, the mythology, the myth, where if you stare into gaze into Medusa's face, that it turn into stone. By the time, most of us, if we are not trained, and we are not trained, and we do not know all this four core element stuff, by the time we have buzz in our chest, hit our head, it is already, we have gazed into the Medusa's face. We turn into stone already, or in the process to turn into the stone. So the issue is that we need to know how to get out, even if we turn into stone. Okay? We need to know how to get out. So with this map again, this -1, the so-called mindfulness in different level are different, because say this is awareness associate with the calmness, associate with the calmness, associate with the calmness here, the awareness. So say -2 calmness associate to -2 awareness, +2 calmness associate to +2 awareness. Now, if we get angry, we feel that the chest buzzing and everything, we know for sure it is here already, because your physical is react already. Okay, the physical is react already. At that time, maybe one have some kinds of a little mindfulness when the physical and all reaction is going up. Okay, so there's a reaction. Okay, going up, probably over here we can have some kinds of awareness or mindfulness, but it is quickly from here drop down to here. Okay, so from 0 drop down to here. Okay, 0 drop to -1 calmness, 0 drop to here. In the process here, we might have some kinds of awareness, or we call mindfulness. However, the body and the breathing and the energy element, the chaos is rising really fast. And then by the time we feel the buzzing and so forth, so the heat on the face or ear or stiff in the neck is already here. Okay? Now, on another hand, if we are here, so we have a more awareness and more mindfulness. The level of mindfulness here and the level of mindfulness here is different. It's not the same. And over here, the body, the 4-layer element, or the 4 core element, the physical, the mind, the breathing, the energy, and then the neural here, is at a very stable state. Okay, So you can say, oh yeah, you know, since the body, the body, the mind, the breathing, and the energy layer is very stable state, while you know we can aware so much. It's like, for example, going to vacations when everybody is so so relaxed and everything is fine, going very well. Then you're at that state. You can mindful of so many things, but at here, what happened? You can. So for this thing, for the to say that mindfulness, okay, this middle one, and then about this the respond, okay, respond wisely rather than react blindly. Respond wisely rather react blindly. Well, if you are here, we can talk all about it. But when we are here, when the all four core elements is in chaos and start to going further down, those type of mindfulness is actually useless if one is not trained for techniques or having the vehicles to go back. Okay. So to sum this for you, every calmness related to leads to another a level of awareness. The deeper level of the calmness have the higher level of awareness, or you want to call it mindfulness. The lower level or the negative level of the calmness also associate with negative awareness. Okay. The deeper or the low, the lower the negative calmness is going to associate to the lower awareness. Okay, so awareness or mindfulness, if you want it to use it as an interchange, mindfulness, okay, that is based on your calmness. Mindfulness is based on your calmness. Okay. So the mindful of something is based on calmness. Now, that's the first part. The second part is when one is getting into the state of the four core elements. Okay, the four core elements. The four core elements. When these four core elements start to react already, okay, those mindfulness, you just mindful, just know, is useless. You need to have a vehicle to get back. Because when the four core element is already perturbed like an earthquake, it is like gaze upon the Medusa's face, one already turning into a stone. And when one get into the earthquake already, one will, for example, as the angry, one really go with it because one have no choice. One do not know how to handle it. That's why we need a vehicle to go back. So there's two things. One, mindfulness is dependent on the calmness. The second, one need a vehicle to get out from the state when the four core element already in chaos or earthquake, or example, gaze into the Medusa's face and already start to turning to stone. At that time, the mind cannot do much. As I have shown before that when this is the physical body, this is the mind, this is the breathing, this is the energy neuron, when the mind have caused the entire thing to be chaotic, the mind will lose control. Okay? And at that time, if we want to use the mind, like, well, I have to be mindful of this, I want to control this and that, one is going to create even more mess. Because at that time, we don't even be able to trust the mind. Okay, think about your experience when you get angry. Did our mind work clearly? Or we just go into a different confusion directions, or anger direction, or self-righteous directions, all kinds of directions. So at this, you need a vehicle to get out from it. You don't even want to talk mindfulness. You just, I want to get out from here. Okay? So, based on this reality of human, we know mindfulness is dependent on the calmness, which calmness level. And on the other reality, okay, so this is number one. On the other reality, when the four core elements, the physical body, the mind, the breathing, the energy, neuron, already reacting like an earthquake, one need a vehicle to get up. Two things. Mindfulness cannot do anything for you here if you do not know how to get up, because the more this thing going down to the more negative level, the more we all know, we all human have the experience, our mind is not thinking straight anymore. Okay, so you need a vehicle to get up. So two things. Okay, so that's why I told the friend yesterday, I said, no, your mindfulness is good only when you are here. You can talk about all this good idea. If you have mindfulness, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. But if you are here, and also, do you think we can handle this thing? Okay, my mindfulness. For example, we all get laid off one of the point in our life. Even CEO. Okay, I have seen CEO get laid off, get walk out. Okay. Think about it, when you get laid off, even the mindset come down and so forth, but the anger, the unjust feeling and so forth, all blow up is here. At that time, our mind cannot think anymore. Maybe this will last a few days because the decay. Once this body, the physical, the mind, the breathing, the energy neuron is perturbed, it might take a few days before it come back to the normal. When it go raise up here, and then it might take a few days to raise to the normal. Okay, this might be days. Okay, or even weeks or months, or it never really go down, because every time you saw the thing, you still feel, or anytime you drive beside close to the company, the area or the streets, you still feel the pain there. And you can see that at that time the 4 layer is okay. So that's why we need a vehicle to get back. Okay, that's why many things, many tools need to be used. So for example, if one get laid off and then it's unjust, and then when one pass through the street of the company, one feel right away, one feel that, even one mindful of it, what can one do? The heart is pumping. Okay, so at that time, one need to if one have the train of the meditations, how to get out from it. And if one have this practice of forgive and repent, or let go the past, then one can get out of it slowly. So mindfulness cannot do everything in this type of definitions. Okay. So one other thing I like to mention too. Well, if we teach people to concentrate on your breathing when you know you're angry. Really, when the chest get buzz, feeling buzzing, the physical body, the breathing, the energy is running by its own already. You want to control that thing? Or inhale 5 count, exhale, stop breathing 5 count, exhale 5 count. Are you serious? You might even contribute to more damage in the physical, because you might create an inner war there. Okay. Over here, sure, you can say, well, you know, count 5, inhale, count 5, breathing, holding breathing, count 5, and exhale, count 5. Okay, yeah, you can regulate your maybe HRV, the heart rate variability, the biofeedback data, and it looks good, you feel more relaxed and so forth. But over here, when the guy who get laid off, can be you, can be me, walk out the street, you say, well, count 5 in. You know what I think is better? If it's me, call my wife or call my mom and have a good cry when it is unjust. Instead of going that breathing and so forth, which is to mess around us. Because at this, we know we need support. We are not Buddha. We're just simple human, okay? So we know how, we need to know the way how to dissipate this, to get us out. And hopefully that after a while we don't hold grudges, because we always can reframe our thinking, reframe, so that we can see from other people's perspective. But it doesn't come easy. It's hard work. Okay. So this is what I like to share with you, and I like to share with you one other things, okay, which is about this mindfulness, okay, which is really important. And so today, since our friend asking me, why don't I talk something about Tibetan Buddhism, and today I want to show you some common things with the Chinese Buddhisms and the Tibetan Buddhisms on the development of calmness. Okay, so to show you that, you know, every Buddhist who teach Buddha's teaching have my highest respect and appreciations. I do not discriminate or bias on any race or anything. Okay. Now, this is a Tibetan drawing. Okay. Okay. So you can go to the web and you check it out. And this is this picture. You know, is belongs to Tibetan traditions, and it is about taming the elephant. Taming the elephant. Taming the elephant. Okay. Now, it has 9 states. 9 states. And this is from where? This is from yogacarabumi. So the Chinese have it, the Tibetan also have it. Okay, so it's from yogacarabumi. Okay, so we talk about calmness, we talk about awareness, right? That 9 state, okay, the 9 stages process, you can fit into here. You can fit into here, because that is how to develop the calmness, or there is the details, the process of samatha. This is a scientific stuff, process steps, okay? So, okay? Now, instead we get into this philosophical and all kind of stuff, let's get right into the first 3 steps of the 9-step process, okay? So there are 9 steps, 1, 2, 3, up to 9, okay? This is from yogacarabumi. Both the Chinese study it, the Tibetan monks study it, okay? Because this is Buddha's teaching, okay? This is in the Buddhism Shastra. Now, the first process step, I name it, call yourself back. Call yourself back, okay? Usually people translate as concentration, but I don't want to use it. I tell you why. The reason is when people say concentrate, concentrate, okay? The goal of the first step is to call yourself back. So whatever scattering outside there, you know, and again, this is 4 core elements, okay? This is not just mind, okay? This is the 4 core elements, okay? Entire 4 layer, okay? Just don't take it as mind, okay? When people say concentrations, they say, oh yeah, you know, I need to concentrate and so forth. But it is true? Concentrate for what? Or you want to concentrate a point, concentrate a visualization, okay? Usually say, you visualize Buddha's image, okay? You want to concentrate on your breathing, okay? So visualization is also the concentrations practice and so forth. But what is that for? What is it? Concentrate, right? So everybody is going to interpret whatever concentration is, whatever all this visualization is. And I don't want to do that here. As in this book, that is in the first chapter, I talk about the transfer of the experience, okay? The transfer of the experience, okay? We need to exactly know what it is and experience it, be able to experience it right away. Otherwise, one has no way to practice mindfulness meditations or meditations, okay? So I call the first as call yourself back. And concentrations or focus or stay focused or whatever, well, when after you experience it, you can use any words you like. Like for example, after one taste the taste of an apple, well, call it anything you like. But before you taste the apple, no matter what terms you're using, it can be confusing. Okay, now, so let's do an experiment. Okay, let's do an experiment. Like usual, our parents, we know our parents well, right? Our parents well, right? You know, for somebody it might be mom, okay, which is we feel really good with mom. Somebody is grandfather, or grandmother, or father, or brother, or stepfather, stepmother, okay. Now, who is the closest to you and most supportive to you? Well, we can say, oh, for example, grandmother, right? Now how about this? Using the ordinary term, you know, the general term, visualize our grandmother or the father or the mom or stepfather or stepmother who support us the most, love us the most, care for us the most in front of us. Can you do that? Close your eyes to visualize that. Okay, because most people talk about visualization. Try it. Just visualize they are present here. We are very familiar with the grandmother, you know, who care for us, supporting us. We're very familiar with it. But let's visualize she is present or for you probably maybe a stepfather, stepmother, same. Okay, just visualize in front of us. See, can you do it? Well, most people cannot do it. Why? Because it related to this. It related to this model, this a mind model, okay, where you have thinking, imaginations, attention, and visualization. There are two issues there. So what is visualization? Well, visualization is just imagine. Okay, imagine. That's why over here there's no, over in the model there's no something called visualization. It's imaginations. Okay. So this is actually for handling that. Okay. Now, the second thing is, when people try to visualize whatever they think, one of the major things they cannot do it, most people, if they're not trained, cannot do it, is because they brute force it. They want to visualize something, grabs it and brute force it. In this four function term, it means that you overuse your intensity of attention. And it's going to create stress and tense, but you cannot visualize it. So somebody said, sit in the meditation, I force it, I see Buddha in front, I see Buddha in front. You get into tunnel vision, because the more you use your strength there, you get into tunnel vision. You're no longer in the peaceful state. You are going to get into the stress states. Tunnel vision. Anybody can go to the lab doing an experiment. Okay, scientific, let's do it. So you cannot do it. Okay, so I call it callback is because we don't want to use that high intention or attention or visualization. We know that mom is here, for example, mom or grandma is here. I just imagine like she is here. Like she is here. That's it. Not to like imagine, oh, I see her like this and that. No, it's just mom is here. So you like make believe mom is here. That's it. When you say mom is here, then right away you change. You feel that, oh, it's so warm there. I'm very comfortable. Now you call yourself back. You're not scattering out already. So that is the call yourself back. That's why, as in this book, I say that all this experience has to be transferred from the teacher to the student. If this is not known, you can sit in a meditation, force the heck out every seconds. Cannot do a thing about it. Okay, so the first is call oneself back. I don't invent this thing. Okay, I don't invent this thing. This is the first step of yogacarabumi of the 9-step process, and it's drawing here. But we don't want to go in here and try to interpret and explain whatever we see in the picture. So it's like it's like this is calmness map, this is awareness map, and we really be able to call oneself back, say one get into one, the state of calmness one, but we don't want to stay here and keeping interpret whatever we think here. Okay, we never get into calmness one. We never know about this call ourselves back and how to do it, how to repeat it. But we're keeping stay here and then talking philosophy, all this thing is not benefit. One have no idea what it is. Okay, now the second step is called wait. Okay, wait. Now I want to show you one thing. I want to show you one thing. if you look at the three principle of the HOS, over here there's aware, adjust, and leave it alone. Aware, adjust, and leave it alone. Okay, aware, the three handling: aware, adjust, and leave it alone. And if you look at the handling of the physical body element, which is the most basic, on this one, okay, unwrap the body. Over here, he said, okay, over here, okay, so he said, simply resting and waiting without doing anything else. Simply resting and waiting. That is the second state, okay, of the ninth process. So what did they do? Okay, let me draw this better here. So you get into the meditation state, okay? So you go like that. You probably have some run out of it. Okay, let me see this thing. Say, okay, you get into the meditation state, okay, the meditation state, okay? Now, you call yourself back. When you call yourself back, you get here, okay? So there's number one process. When you call yourself back, you get here. But, so how to stay longer here? That is about the wait. How to stay longer. And sure, in between, okay, in between this call yourself back, say you still have some you still have a thought come out, running out, and then you call it back, running out, you call it back, running out, you call it back, okay? So the second state is actually to extend this period, how long you can be in the state of meditation, how long you can be in there. That's the second state, the wait, okay? The third is to reduce the time of this between the time of we run out, our mind, our thoughts, our body run outside, okay? Meaning that maybe at first one need to have, say, 1 second, okay? You run out 1 second. And the third state, at the peaceful state development, the 1 second now become 30 seconds, 0.1 second, okay? 1 second become 0.1 second, okay? 0.1 second, and keeping reduce it, okay? So if I draw it in the picture way, the first step is to call yourself back. The first step to call yourself back, okay, call yourself back, is be able to get here. The second step, the wait, is going to cause you be able to extend this the meditation time where you stay in the calm state. The third, this is the second. The third is to reduce this run the thought, or the four element run out of the call you back state. Okay, so this is the third state. The better the handling of the third state, this time shorter and shorter and shorter. So with this, meaning that one be able to do this after a lot of practice. Okay, first three states. Now, if we don't do that, you just sit down there, imagine the mom, or imagine the Buddha, hold on it, you know, breathing and all kind of stuff. If we don't know this step, how are we gonna get in there? The Buddha already The Buddha Bodhisattva already said clearly there's these three states. So I ask him questions for mindfulness training. What are you training? Will you be able to handle this? Okay. Now you can say, well, Hendrik, are you serious? Well, I'm serious. Let me show you. How about doing scientifically? Okay, from different friends who do the meditations. Let's use Muse. Okay. You look like that. You see that this is calmness. You see that this bound up and down. You know this is not calling himself back. This cannot handle the first state. Okay, first process step. Now, this person, okay, he is more get into the second state, the wait state already. Okay, by the way, this is a practice without using the sounds of the Muse. Okay, it's practicing the calmness meditation type, like I share with you all in my blog and the video. Okay, so you see here, it still have what? 8 recovery time. 8 recovery time. Okay, now this is getting the second state handling is much better now. The recovery time is 2 times instead of the 8 time. Okay, so like here you say the bird is 60, here is bird is 88. Okay, and the same 10 minutes. This is a 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes, and this is 10 minutes. Okay, and then this is 10 minutes, and you see that but 0, and it have to recover, repeat 32 times. These 3 steps. That's why in the design of the meditations I share with everybody about the 10 minutes, the stress meditation, the L1 meditation, all designed with this thing. Designed with this first and the wait state. Okay, because that's the most fundamental of it. And as I can show you in this book, okay, you see I compare 2 types of meditation there. This first type is using the call yourself back and wait state there. You see that? Get in, get out, like this. And this one is doing other type of biofeedback meditations where it never really call yourself back. It just want to control it. Okay, so it is there. Okay, with this type of technology, right away we can get in. Without this, you cannot say sit down there and mimic or practice mindfulness, breathing, and this and that and that. Okay, so this is what I'd like to share with you today. As what I show you from the yogacarabumi. Even we now bring our Tibetan Buddhism teaching, the elephant pictures, okay, scientific, using Muse to look at the reality of people practice meditations. We know what it is. Okay, so to sum today, what I share with you today is, number 1, the mindfulness is actually a functions of a calmness. The second, when one get into these chaos situations, one need a vehicle to get out of it. Your meditation at here doesn't work. because the body, the four core element already in the chaos situation, like you already stay into the Medusa's face and then you turn rock already. You need to get up. That's second. The third is this going up. In the Buddha's, there's a 9 process step. And we talk about the first 3 steps there. Okay? And this thing, the result, we can actually experiment with it, observe it with news. Okay? 3 things. So if you want serious about mindfulness, you need to upgrade this way. Otherwise, we have no handling. And this is about human operating system. Other than that, we're just talking philosophy and mysterious. We have no handle of the real life. Okay? So this is for you today.